Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. Today I have with me the Think V2 office chair from Steelcase. Now this is a chair that was conceptualized to be intelligent enough to understand the way you sit and adjust itself accordingly. But we'll find out today how smart this chair actually is. But first of all, a very big thank you to Steelcase for sending me this chair. All the links will be in the description below if you guys want to check out this product or find out more information. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's start off by talking about what this chair essentially is. This is an office chair that was designed for the working person for long hours of sitting. So it gives you a lot of comfort, but at the same time, it needs to be a bit more flexible for you to adjust and move about sometimes. And also, it's supposed to be smart enough to adapt to your body. But let's take a look at what it is first. Now, as you can see, it's a mesh backing with a fabric seat. So that gives you the breathability from the backrest, but the comfort of a nice fabric seat. So this is the first time I'm checking out a chair that has these two together. I'm sure there's many out there, but this is the first that I've seen on an ergonomic chair. So that's pretty neat. Now, the other thing that you'll notice is that this one has a headrest. For this model, the Think V2, only a couple of the colors comes with a headrest, and there's a very good reason for that, and that's because they haven't really developed the other headrest to match the frames. But we'll get into all that color options in a bit. So another really cool thing about this chair is that it's made out of a 25% recycled material, and after its whole lifespan, it's 95% recyclable. So that really helps to reduce all that waste that we are consuming, all the products that we're buying, and it's really nice to see a company really taking steps to being more environmentally friendly. Now, like I've really said before, the headrest is an optional add-on, so you do have to select that when you're about to check out, but the headrest is something that's actually one of my favorite parts of this whole chair, but we'll talk about more of the ergonomics and the functionality in a bit. But in terms of the color, I have the grey with me, which is a really nice slate grey. It comes with a matching headrest that matches the seat cushion, so that's all very nice. There are other colors out there to let you choose from, some very playful colors, but like I said, the headrests are not yet developed and they're soon to be released. Now, the chair itself, I think you get a better look at the whole thing at the moment. One thing that really stands out for most office chairs is that it doesn't come with a headrest, and this headrest has the ability to kind of move a bit, and some might say it's shaky, but I kind of like that it's a bit flexible, that it doesn't really restrict your head too much. Now, the other thing that I really like about it, other than, you know, all the basic up-down functions, is that it has this really nice curved profile and has the hinge at the bottom, which means if you want to push the headrest forward, you don't actually push the whole thing forward, you basically tilt it down, and naturally the cushion, the way it's curved, pushes against your neck. So I found this position actually really comfortable when I have it low down and it's against the back of my neck like this. I find this position really comfortable, and it's one of the more interesting headrests that I've tried out. Now, apart from that, the curvature of the headrest isn't only limited to the side profile, but along here as well, there is really a recessed part where it kind of cradles your neck. So that's also a very nice little detail right there. So moving on to the backrest, as you can see, it is a obvious mesh backrest, but it also has these secondary ribs that you can see at the back here. Now, these secondary ribs are what forms the main structure and the main support, but at the same time, you also get a main lumbar support over here that you can adjust up and down. Unfortunately, you can't adjust the tension of the lumbar, but you can adjust where you want that specific lumbar portion to be, depending on your body size, the shape of your back, or how tall or short you are. Now, the one thing that I really like about this mesh is that it is somewhat of a fabric material kind of mesh, not one of those plastic hard meshes. So this is actually really comfortable and really lightweight to sit on, and it's also very breathable. Sometimes I have the fan on the back and this just lets the air go right through, and it's amazing. The little details like the little ribs over here is something that I've not seen in other chairs. So this is something really interesting, that the whole thing actually disperses the force onto these little ribs, and that really evenly distributes your whole weight across the whole backrest. Now, of course, we also have the adjustable armrest at the side here, and I have it all the way down at the moment because that's just how I want to talk to the camera. But you can, of course, adjust it up and down to your desired height. Usually, you would adjust your seat first to get your comfortable position. Then you would adjust your armrest height to match your table, and then if you want more adjustments, there are also several hinges here that allows it to be shifted inwards or outwards, front or back. Now, I must say that this hinge system is a bit unique, and I don't know about you guys, but it was a bit difficult to get used to at first. But once you get the position that you like, the friction in these joints kind of allows it to stay put, and you don't need that much readjustment every time you get back into your seat. So that's very nice right there. The armrest is also covered by a very nice thick durable foam, so this gives you a very nice soft surface to rest your arm on, but also gives it a very durable quality. Moving on to the seat itself. Now the seat, like I said, it's a very comfortable fabric seat with a very nice cushion. The one thing that's really good on these chairs that were ergonomically designed is the ability to adjust how far the seat is from the back of your leg. Now there's a little flap at the bottom of the seat that allows you to click and push the seat forwards and back. We all have different size legs and different size bodies, so this is very nice adjustment features that you might not find on cheaper chairs, but ergonomically designed chairs usually have this feature. Now, as we move further down the chair, it is worth noting that this chair is actually very lightweight and very nimble. It has all these very lubricated joints that I feel a joy just to play around and swivel around, so that's actually very nice to feel. Some of you might want something stiffer, but for this chair it's actually really easy to spin around. Now, like I said, it's also a very lightweight chair compared to other chairs that I've reviewed, so it's very easy to move around from one place to another if you're moving house or if you're moving offices, so that's something to note as well. It's actually pretty light. I'll put the weight right up here. But that being said, let's move on to the controls of this whole chair. Now, it's a pretty simple control system. There is a flap at the bottom here that allows you to raise and lower your seats. I mean, all chairs must have that. But what makes this chair unique is this knob over here that gives you 4 different settings on your backrest. So the first one that I have on now is the upright position. So it locks it in an upright position where you are mostly in a more focused position. The next position that goes back is called the mid recline. So it lets you lean back a bit and it has a bit of a tension right there. The next one is a weight activated mode with a 20% added boost. So that means you can lean back all the way back and it has some forces pushing back on you so that it kind of supports your weight. And the last preset lets you lean back all the way without any force pushing you back. So that's something that some people might want to do if they really want to just let loose and lean back all the way. So there you go, 4 presets that are in the backrest settings. Now, just going back to some of the adjustments, I mentioned that the headrest is actually pretty nice where it kind of moves along with your head. I find this really great because I don't want a headrest that forces me to stay in a particular posture. I want something that moves around with me as I move my head. None of us actually keeps our head still the whole day. So this is something very nice and very flexible in this. And it all goes back to the concept of having an intelligent chair that knows how to move with your body, these slight movements. So a chair does need to support you, but at the same time give you enough room to be, a normal human that moves. The same goes for the backrest. It has a bit of a give already, and when you move side to side, like I said, the mesh and the ribs at the back that supports your back really gives you the flexibility to move a bit here and there, but at the same time giving you enough support so that you can sit for long hours. So there are a couple of technical specifications. I'll list them all here. There's a bit too many to cover, but you guys can just pause right here if you want to know these minute details. But at the same time, you can go over to the website to find out all the technical specs. So one of the things that we must cover is of course the warranty of this product. Now Steelcase has a lifetime warranty for specific parts and a 12-year warranty for the other parts. I'll list them all down here as well. So a 12-year warranty split up over the cost of this chair, which costs about $1,298 in Singapore. That adds up to be about $100 a year, which is really affordable for a chair. I mean, that's not the real mathematical way of understanding the value of a chair, but you kind of know what I mean. If a company wasn't confident in their product, they wouldn't give you a 12-year warranty. So this chair is set to actually last you really long, and it's a good investment at $1,298. I know it's a steep price at the start, but think about it this way: of all the chairs that you've bought, how many of them have lasted longer than these chairs would? So think about investing in a good chair like this. I like that these office chair manufacturers are now pushing into the work from home markets, making these chairs more colorful, more friendly for the home, and all around more affordable for average consumers like you and me. But I hope this has been informative for all of you guys. If you guys have any questions, do leave it in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. If not, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.